if you use Solana on the PulseChain network, there's a yield farm paying over 300% APY. Now, this opportunity might not be around for very long, so you better act on it quickly because this APY typically goes down over time, but in the early days, it can be very lucrative. So you can make a lot of money here if you're already heavy into Solana. I know a lot of people are. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. If you made your money on Solana, good for you. I think it did like a 9x so far in this current cycle. And everybody thought it was dead in the last cycle. It had a lot of ties to Sam Bankman-Fried. You know, say what you want about the tech. The tech fails 75% of the time when the network gets crowded. Or you could say that, you know, it's oversaturated with meme coins, whatever. But there are people that do have a lot of Solana. There are people that have invested in Solana. And if you want to explore a new method to make money with your Solana, try taking it over to PulseChain. I'm going to teach you how to do it. Watch this whole video very closely. It's pretty simple, but you have to use 2 different bridges to get your Solana from Solana into Ethereum and then into PulseChain. So look at the screen right here. This is portalbridge.com. This is portalbridge.com. This is the Solana wormhole bridge. So this is where you're going to take, if you have any existing Solana. Again, maybe you have some meme coin profits. Good for you. Now, but if you want to store this Solana in a place where it's making your money work for you. So again, Solana seems to be very popular, and we're going to bridge. Let's say you have Solana. This is the portalbridge.com. Select your network, and let's say we got some Solana. Connect. You're going to have a Phantom wallet and a MetaMask wallet, okay? Your Phantom wallet is going to be your Solana wallet, and your MetaMask wallet is your Ethereum and your PulseChain wallet. Stick with me here. It's actually not that complicated, but it's just a multi-step process. So we're going to select our asset. Click on your network, make sure Solana is selected, and then we got SOL, right? We just want to connect native SOL, and now we click Connect Wallet right here. Our wallet is going to be Phantom Wallet. So just search for Phantom, find it right there. Your Phantom should pop up, and here you can see my Phantom Wallet, I have got about $7 worth of SOL, okay? Now I'm going to transfer that over to Select Network, go to Ethereum. You don't need to click on anything here. You're just going to be getting wrapped Solana, okay, WSOL. Connect your MetaMask wallet here. Click MetaMask, all right. This is going to pop up with your MetaMask, all right. You're going to connect that wallet right here. And we're just going to transfer the maximum amount of Solana that we can. So we're going to wait for this to happen. We're going to fast forward. And by the way, guys, in the meantime, I'll tell you a trick. If you just want to buy the wrapped Solana on the Ethereum chain, there's already like $7 million of liquidity for wrapped Solana on Ethereum. Search for Solana. And you're going to see Sol in parentheses wormhole. Okay, you want this Solana. That means it was bridged over from the wormhole bridge. You could just buy it on Ethereum. Now, I'm talking to people that already have Solana profits. Okay, if you want to get off of Solana and try out a new network where it's actually more decentralized, unlike Solana, it actually doesn't go down. Again, there's a 300% APY opportunity, so stick with me. I'm going to walk you through it. But let's just look here and see what happened. Oh, look, a failed transaction. Or maybe I need to leave some in my wallet, right? Maybe I need to leave a little bit of Solana in my wallet. Maybe that was my mistake, right? Okay. Approve and proceed with this transaction. I didn't transfer my whole balance, just most of it. Now let's see in the wallet here. There we go. Okay, we've got a successful transaction right here. Successful transaction right there. And now you can see here, this is where the confirmations start going. So it's actually going pretty quickly right here. It takes longer going the opposite direction. If you're going from Ethereum to Solana, it takes longer. But this way it goes actually very fast. So, look, that was like only a couple of seconds. Now we've got Solana on our MetaMask wallet. And so if you ever need the contract address for wrapped Solana, all right, we can just go to dexscreener.com. We can search in the search bar for SOL. And look, SOL-WETH. This is going to be the wrapped Solana on Ethereum. Look, $7.7 million of liquidity. Scroll down here. Copy and paste the Solana contract address 0xD31. Click here, copy. Look where my mouse is. Copy that. Go up to your MetaMask again. Scroll down. You might have to import the token manually. So select import token right down here. Then click custom token right where my mouse is. Click in here. Copy the contract address. Click next. And there we go. I've got $4.71 worth of Solana here. Now we can go to the next step. Now that we've got that, now we can bridge that Solana from Ethereum into PulseChain. So we got to go to bridge.pulsechain.com. When we go to bridge.pulsechain.com, you're going to see this. And remember, when you get to these pages in PulseChain, okay, you can either download the bridge locally and run it from your desktop, or you can use the IPFS link. Just click this link here. It'll link you right to the bridge that's hosted on IPFS, just like all the major PulseChain applications are for safety and for decentralization. We're going to click on this one, okay? This is the bridge. So now connect your wallet, right? Connect your MetaMask wallet here. Connect your account. Click confirm. And then you'll see that if we click on this drop down here on the Ethereum network, we want to search for the Solana, and we want to send that Solana across the bridge. So SOL, we'll search right there. Look, this is the one where I have a balance, so it's called SOL. I have 0.03 SOL, and we're going to send all of that across to the other side of the bridge. All right, so we're going to click send. We're going to authorize the bridge. It's going to cost us a small gas fee, okay? So the small gas fee in your wallet's going to look like this. Click next, click approve. After we authorize the bridge, we're going to click a second transaction to send the Solana over, and then it will be in the PulseChain network. Then you can make 300% APY. Now again, that's going to go down over time, so you got to get it while the getting is good with this yield farming stuff, okay? Here we go. Click send. Now it's going to pop up again. There we go. We're going to send it across the bridge. Today that costs $1.22 in gas fees on Ethereum. Not ideal. PulseChain is much cheaper. And we're going to wait 96 confirmations for this to go through. After we wait 96 confirmations, this should take about half an hour, okay? And once your Solana, your wrapped Solana, is on the PulseChain blockchain, you can actually go to phux.io. phux.io. So Fux.io, for people that don't know, this is just a balancer fork that lives on the PulseChain blockchain. So after you've got your Solana on the PulseChain network, remember, we bridged Solana from the Solana network, we bridged that SOL into Ethereum, and then we bridged that SOL into PulseChain. So now it lives on the PulseChain network, your SOL should be in your wallet. Now if you want to go and filter by token, this is the yield farm that I'm talking about. Filter by token, click here on Fux.io, search SOL, okay? This is going to be your Solana farm. So you need 80% Solana, 20% Pulse. Okay, if you want to join this pool right here, which means you're still mostly in Solana, you just have some exposure to Pulse now too. And I think Pulse is going to go up a lot in the next coming months here. So it wouldn't hurt you to get a little bit of Pulse anyway. And you actually should be buying Pulse for gas fees anyway, so that's a good point to note. So when you bridge your Solana over, the first thing that you should actually be doing is you should swap a little bit of that, about 20% of that for PLS. So if you have $1,000 worth of Solana, you should swap about $200 of that for PLS, okay? Because this pool right here requires you to have 80% Solana, 20% PLS, all right? So you can always go to the swap function over here, or you can go to Piteus.io. This is a DEX aggregator, Piteas.io, all right? You can always buy some PLS with your Solana, okay? You're going to want to do this anyway because, again, you need Pulse for gas fees. So buy a good chunk of PLS. You need Pulse for gas fees. So after you've got that PLS, remember, you've got to have over 20% PLS now and a little bit under 80%, right, of Solana. That should be your portfolio if this is your first time and if you're brand new. If all you want to do is extract the yield out of here, look at this. The APR currently is up to 240%, but there's a trick that I'm going to show you to get this even higher. I know this APR seems ridiculously high, and this APR does not last for long. But even if you're bullish on Pulse and Solana in general, even if this APR was much lower, let's say it was 50%, that would still be a crazy high yield that pays you for the exposure to be exposed to both Solana and PLS. Solana already did good. PLS, I believe, is going to do amazingly well. And you don't even have to have as much PLS exposure. So, again, if you're a Solana holder, you're not really taking a crazy risk here by putting some in PLS, only 20%. Click on this pool, all right? Click on this pool, click add liquidity right here, and then we just click on the maximum amount of Solana. Okay, this is, I've only got 73 cents here, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to click proportional suggestion. This is going to give us 20% of PLS, right? 4,000 PLS. And so I'm going to have a total liquidity position of 91 cents here. Hopefully you have much more than this so that you're actually making money, making real money, not just pennies. But we're going to preview this, and it's going to proportionally, remember how that proportional button was right there? If you throw the proportions out of whack, you could be eating some impermanent loss. So it's in your best interest to probably just do 80% Solana, 20% PLS, just like the pool was designed to do. And this liquidity pool, we just preview it. We approve for adding liquidity. This is going to pop up your MetaMask. We're going to approve all these transactions. That's going to confirm in about 10 seconds. So it's already confirmed. I'm just going to refresh the page because it's not, the website's not picking it up yet. Guys, when in doubt, just refresh the page. That goes for most of crypto, right? Just try it again if a transaction fails, but it probably won't. Here we go. This much Solana, this proportional suggestion of PLS, right? About 5,000 Pulse, 0.005 Sol. Preview. now that we've approved it, right, we just click add liquidity. That's going to pop up a second transaction in your wallet. You've always got to approve first, and then you do the transaction, confirm that in your MetaMask. And this will take about, another 10 seconds. All right, we just saw that confirm. We're going to go back here now. Now, instead of staking this in the Fux ecosystem, I'm going to show you a bonus that you can earn even more yield. You've got to go to 2Fux. 2Fux.io. That's 2Phux.io. 2Fux is a fork of Aura. Okay, Aura is to Balancer as 2Fux is to Fux. All right. Basically, it's just a yield amplifier. I mean, it does more than that, but we're going to keep it simple for now. All right. Launch the app. All right. Click Launch App on 2Fux.io. And then accept the disclaimer. Search for the token in the search bar, SOL. Remember, this is the same pool that we just entered, right? But look at how much APR we get here. 313% APR. This is not going to be around for forever, okay? This is going to go lower over time. I just thought it was pretty crazy that they're offering 300% APR for a very popular coin. A lot of people are exposed to Solana. A lot of people might not be exposed to PulseChain. So this is a great way to dip your toes in the water. Again, you only have to go 20% Pulse, 80% Solana. So you can still be bullish on Solana, but you can get PulseChain exposure, and you can make 300% APY just for that risk. I mean, maybe there will be impermanent loss. You're going to have to watch the Solana PLS ratio. Okay, you're going to have to watch that ratio. But for people that understand this, if you understand what you're doing, you understand liquidity, you understand impermanent loss, this is a pretty high number, okay? 300%. That's like triple, right? So if you have 100K in Solana, then you put 80K in Solana, 20K in Pulse, you put it in here, effectively you're making 300K a year to hold that much Pulse in Solana. Again, these are all temporary. Everything is temporary, but we're going to click here on 2Fux on the website. Remember how we made that liquidity position over here? Solapalooza. That's a terrible name for the pool, but I'm not even going to try to say it. We're going to go back to 2Fux, and we're going to stake the liquidity position. So right here where it says stake, you want to make sure stake is selected on the Solana Pulse pair. Oh, and we've got to connect our wallet, of course. Of course, we've got to connect MetaMask. I forgot to connect my wallet. Now that we're connected, and we're on the PulseChain network, now we can click 100% maximum. And I'm staking all my liquidity position, right? This is my LP for Solana Pulse. Click max, click approve. Again, it's a double transaction here. The first one is to approve, just like everything on Ethereum, everything on PulseChain, right? The first time you do stuff in blockchain land, you do need to approve the transaction. And after that gets approved, you're going to wait like 10 seconds. Then you're going to actually load it up. And look, this button just turned to stake. We're going to click stake. We are going to confirm that right here. All right, the deposit is finally confirmed. And you should be able to see your staked positions in the claim tab. Look, over here in the claim tab already, I've got my Solapalooza. If I go down here, you can see I'm now earning Fux tokens and 2Fux tokens at the same time for a net total of 300% APY. Crazy high number. It's going to go lower. As more people enter the pool, it dilutes the pool, okay? Right now, we can see how much is in the pool today. Only 62,000, right? So if you double or triple this, you're going to cut the rewards by an inverse of whatever. So if you double the pool, you're going to cut the rewards in half. If you triple the pool, you're going to cut the rewards in thirds, basically. But again, even if it's not 300% yield, even if you're getting 20% yield, right? If it goes down to 20%, you're getting paid to hold two coins that you might like. I like PulseChain a lot. I believe in it a lot. I think it's going to go up way higher than Solana. I really do. But a lot of people already have Solana, and Solana's already gone up 9x in this cycle. All the way from the beginning, I think it's gone up even more. But PulseChain is a cycle 1 coin. Solana's been around for a full cycle already. PulseChain's only 1 year old. All right. Solana's a lot heavier object to move. Solana has a lot more liquidity. So it's going to take multiple hundreds of millions of dollars coming into Solana to pump the price, whereas it's going to only take $250 million coming into PulseChain to pump the price 100x. That's actual real math, by the way, too. If you 10x the liquidity, you 100x the price. Right now, there's only about $25 million of stablecoin liquidity attached to PLS. So I think it's got much more potential. And again, if you're a Solana guy, if you made some money on a meme coin, lucky you, right? Maybe you're just an early investor. Good for you. consider getting some PulseChain exposure with a little bit of that Solana stack. This is a smart way to do it because you get to hold both, you get exposure to both, but you get to get paid in APY, APR, you get paid interest, you get paid yield in order to hold both of these. So look, I'm just stacking up pennies. Look, I just earned less than a penny. Okay, go to our portfolio tab over here. And here you can see I've got my balance of 91 cents in the Solapalooza. Hopefully you've got much more than $1, okay? Enjoy this opportunity. This is a way to gain some exposure, dip your toes in the water, and learn how to use PulseChain. Don't be afraid, right? It's just a multi-step process. But if you want that yield, you'll figure out how to do this. It's really not as complicated as it looks, and just get familiar with using all the different apps on PulseChain. Also, check out all the links in the description below. If you just want to swap coins on PulseChain, go to Pateus.io or GoPulse.com. If you want the bridge link, everything is in the description below. You could also just head over to GoRealDeFi.com. And GoRealDeFi.com, it's going to show you all the PulseChain apps, right? The bridge, this is the PulseX decentralized exchange where you can swap for any other coin you might want. But there's also just a lot more learning materials here on the navigation. There's a faucet, there's gaming projects. Check out the NFTs, different yield farms, airdrops, AI stuff. It's a good way to get started at this website, GoRealDeFi.com. Give it a try if you want to get exposure to PLS and you've got some Solana. This is particularly for you. This is for people that want to explore a new blockchain that's younger, lower liquidity, bigger community, more organic, grassroots. The PulseChain ecosystem as a whole, for the price of PLS, I'm only talking about the price. That's all people typically care about anyway, right? Not the tech, I'm talking about the price. PulseChain has a lot more price potential than Solana. Solana already went up. It already did great. Okay, a lot of people probably made a lot of money on Solana. That's why I'm making this video. Consider getting into the next big thing. You don't have to sell your whole SOL stack, but it would not be fun to be sitting on the sidelines with no exposure to Pulse, no exposure to the Richard Heart ecosystem, and just let that pass you by in this upcoming bull market. When Ethereum pumps, if PulseChain starts getting away, does 10x, 50x, 80x, who knows? If you're chasing into that pump, well, you're going to wish that you got in earlier. You're going to wish that you got in before when everything was flatlining, all the activity was dead, a rounded bottom was forming on low volume. You're going to wish you got in when nobody cared about it rather than chasing the green candle. So if you found this valuable, like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. See you on the next video.